Have you ever wondered about the prophetic destiny of ancient Persia in the biblical narrative? This question stirs the curiosity of many, inviting us to embark on a journey through time, one that weaves through the rich tapestry of history and prophecy. Our story begins with Persia, a land of mystery and grandeur, known in biblical times as Elam and Media. These names, etched in the annals of time, are more than mere historical markers. They represent the formation of an empire, a civilization that would shape the course of history and fulfill a prophetic destiny. Picture an era where colossal statues towered over desert landscapes, where ancient kings ruled with iron fists, and cities burned under the fiery wrath of conquering armies. This was the world of ancient Persia, a world that would bear witness to events of biblical proportions. The Persian Empire, in its might and splendor, was a force to be reckoned with. Its reach extended far and wide, its influence felt across vast stretches of the ancient world. But beneath this veneer of power and grandeur, a prophetic destiny was taking shape, a destiny intricately woven into the fabric of the biblical narrative. This prophetic destiny, however, does not unfold in a vacuum. It is part of a larger story, a story that transcends time and space, a story that unfolds across the pages of the Bible. From the Genesis era to the New Testament, from the rise and fall of empires to the fulfillment of prophecies, the destiny of Persia is a thread that runs through the biblical narrative, tying together events and characters in a tapestry of divine orchestration. But to truly understand this prophetic destiny, to fully appreciate its significance and its impact, we must journey back to the very beginning. We must travel back to the Genesis era, to the time of Noah and Abraham, to the birth of nations and the formation of the world as we know it. But to understand this prophetic destiny, we must first travel back to the Genesis era. The Genesis era sets the stage with Noah's descendants spreading across the earth. The rugged mountains of Iran become their home, a cradle for ancient tribes, each carving out a piece of this harsh yet beautiful landscape. Among these tribes, a figure of significance emerges, Abraham, a man destined to leave an indelible mark on history. His nephew Lot finds himself in the clutches of kings, a pawn in a game of power. Yet Abraham is not one to stand by. He gathers his men, their silhouettes stark against the dust and fire of the impending battle. The clash is fierce, a dance of ancient warfare, where every move is a fight for survival. Abraham emerges victorious, rescuing Lot and proving his mettle. This event, seemingly small in the grand scheme of things, sows the seeds for a significant shift. Thus begins the rise of the powerful Persian Empire. The Persian Empire, a union of Media, Elam, and Persia, begins its ascent. Its rise is marked by the strategic brilliance and military prowess of one man, Cyrus the Great. A leader of exceptional vision, Cyrus sets his sights on the grand city of Babylon, a jewel of the ancient world. Cyrus, however, doesn't conquer by brute force alone. He employs a tactic as ingenious as it is audacious. He diverts the course of the Euphrates River, drying up the waterway that serves as Babylon's natural defense. Thus, his armies march unimpeded into the heart of the city. On the night of the conquest, a supernatural event leaves the Babylonians in awe and terror. A spectral hand appears, writing on the palace walls with fingers of flame. The message it inscribes, Mene, Mene, Tekel Upharsin, foretells the end of the Babylonian kingdom and its absorption into the burgeoning Persian Empire. With Babylon under his control, Cyrus's empire expands, stretching from the Mediterranean to the Indus River. Yet, in this period of expansion and consolidation, Cyrus shows an unexpected quality: mercy. He allows the captive Jews in Babylon to return to their homeland. Not only that, he sanctions the reconstruction of their most sacred site, the Temple in Jerusalem. Under Persian authority, the Temple in Jerusalem is rebuilt. Imagine the scene: the golden walls rising from the rubble, the divine atmosphere as the first sacrifices are made, the joy and relief in the eyes of those who thought they'd never see this day. This temple becomes more than a place of worship. It's a symbol of perseverance, a beacon of hope, a testament to the unpredictable ways of history and the enduring spirit of a people. Under Persian authority, the temple in Jerusalem is rebuilt, a beacon of glowing, golden light. In the heart of the Persian Empire, two pivotal events unfold. Delve into the royal palace of Susa, where the story of Queen Esther takes shape. A young Jewish woman, Esther, rises to the position of queen to King Ahasuerus. Her ascent is not just a tale of fortune, but a divine orchestration to save her people. When the king's advisor Haman plots to annihilate the Jews, Esther's courage and wisdom come into play. With grace and tact, she unveils Haman's conspiracy, saving her people from certain doom. This story of Esther is a testament to the power of courage and conviction in the face of adversity. As we navigate the labyrinth of Persian history, another narrative surfaces, that of Daniel and his prophetic visions. Daniel, a man of unshakable faith, was gifted with the ability to interpret dreams and visions. His most notable prophecies involved a massive metallic statue and monstrous beasts. The statue, a colossal figure composed of different metals, signified the successive kingdoms that would rise and fall. The head of gold represented Babylon, the chest and arms of silver stood for Medo-Persia, the belly and thighs of bronze symbolized Greece, and the legs of iron and feet, partly of iron and partly of clay, denoted the Roman Empire. Then the vision of beasts, each symbolizing a powerful kingdom. A massive bear beast rose, followed by a two-horned ram and a swift, unstoppable goat charging from the west. These visions were foretelling the rise and fall of empires, painting a picture of world events long before they were to occur. These narratives of Esther and Daniel, deeply rooted in history, are more than just stories. They are a testament to the power of faith, the triumph of righteousness, and the divine orchestration of events. With the close of the Old Testament, our journey takes us into the era of the New Testament. In the New Testament, we encounter the Magi from the East. These were not ordinary men, but scholars, astronomers, perhaps even kings. Their journey was not a short one, with their path stretching across vast, unforgiving deserts. Their only guide a bright, supernatural star that shone in the sky with an otherworldly light. The Magi were drawn by the promise of a prophecy that spoke of a king unlike any other. This star, this radiant beacon, was their sign, their signal that the prophecy was coming to fruition. It was not a quest for the faint of heart. The desert tested their resolve, their faith. It was a journey of endurance, of perseverance, and above all, of belief. With every step, every mile, the star grew brighter, more insistent. It was as if the very heavens were guiding them, leading them to their destiny. As we approach the end of our journey, the prophetic destiny of Persia begins to take shape. The prophetic destiny of Persia is manifested in the symbolic future Gog and Magog coalition. This coalition, shrouded in mystery, is represented ominously. We see storm clouds gathering over maps, armies forming as mere silhouettes under dark skies. Lightning slashes the heavens and satellites track a movement that seems unstoppable. Dramatic shadows rise over the Middle East, a foreboding sign of what's to come. But what does the scripture say about all this? In the end, it is the scripture that illuminates the truth in golden fire. This divine beacon, written by the hand of God, guides us through the labyrinth of time. It flickers with the stories of ancient empires, of kings and queens, of prophecies fulfilled and yet to come. The golden fire of Scripture burns with the intensity of divine wisdom, casting shadows of the past, present, and future. And then they will know that I am the Lord.